Well, it's official. What's going on, everybody? I'm Blitzwinger. Ladies and gentlemen, good googly boogly. We have the official trailer for Season 3 of Marvel Rivals. It is upon us, and holy moly, it is so much cooler than we could have even hoped for. Now, of course, not only do we have the Season 3 trailer, but we have a brand new Spider-Man, a brand new Captain America skin, and much more to talk about in today's update video. Of course, you guys know the drill. If you guys enjoyed today's video, scroll on down, smash that thumbs up button. Thank you guys so very much for your support, and thank you guys so very much for your kindness. So we kick things off with the Season 3 trailer, where things begin with Null, the king of the Clintar, the ruler of the Symbiote, as he casts his dazzling spell upon Hela, who, by the way, probably spoiler alert, reveals the first official look at her cosmetic design for Venomized Hela. Looks absolutely freaking insane. What an amazing design. A really, really cool costume. Can't wait to see that one in action in the actual game. But once we see Hela, we then see that she and Null have some big plans of taking over the Marvel Rivals universe. However, then we've got the surprise. There she is, the star of the show, Jean Grey, aka Phoenix. And my goodness, what an absolutely beautiful character model reveal for this particular character. But not only that, it seems like just as she gets into a little bit of trouble against the new Venomized Hela, bam, he's there with the disco party. Yes, indeed, Blade has officially been confirmed for Season 3 as well. My goodness, the team up between Blade and Jean Grey looks absolutely redonkulous. The two of them going toe-to-toe with the Venomized Hela, and then revealing their first alternate costumes as well, giving us a glimpse of the costume that we can probably expect to debut along with these characters when they actually drop in the game. And as if the trailer itself wasn't cool enough, the little sizzle reel at the very end, the end slate, I think gives us a hint at some of the characters that we can expect to appear as part of the Battle Pass itself. Because of course we do see Blade looking pretty cool. We have Jean Grey front and center as Phoenix. That is fantastic. Once again, another beautiful shot of the Venomized, nullified Hela. Then we have what looks like the Phoenix Force version of Wolverine. It looks like we also have the Phoenix Force version of Magic. And then the thing I'm personally most excited for, Venomized freaking Jeff. That looks incredible. I cannot wait. This season already is so exciting. Now, of course, the trailer itself, as exciting as it is, doesn't specifically confirm which of the characters will be debuting in what order. My prediction is that it will indeed be Jean Grey first, then Blade. But regardless, whether it is Blade first or Jean Grey first, this is an incredible trailer. I am so freaking excited. I cannot wait to see all the incredible Venomized skins that they're going to come up with, because I think you're going to have to prepare your wallets. There's going to be some amazing, exciting stuff to look forward to with Season 3 when it drops on July 11th. But that is still not all. We also got an exciting teaser of the brand new Clintar map, where we have a little bit of footage to go ahead and look at. Looks pretty lovely. There's an interesting cocoon at the center of the map, so that is quite intriguing with a lot of flaming effects. More particularly, I would also like to shift your attention to the tweet by the Marvel Games executive producer Danny Koo, who said, "Let's set Clintar on fire," which kind of, I think, gives a little bit more credibility again to the idea that Jean Grey is probably going to be the first character to debut in Season 3, just because I feel like she's probably going to be first, since Fire, Phoenix kind of goes hand in hand, even though the Season 3 trailer did showcase Blade with a flaming sword as well. But again, honestly, I would really not be upset regardless. If it's Jean Grey first or Blade, I'll be perfectly fine. I'm just glad that the two of them will be arriving this season. Now, as exciting as all the Season 3 stuff is, it's also important to take a quick moment and talk about the two brand new skins that will be dropping this week, because to set up the teasers for the new Symbiote themed season that we are waiting for ahead of us, we did get our very first Symbiote skin. Symbiote Cap, aka Captain Clintar. This will be an epic rarity skin, which means it will only cost you 1,600 units, which is quite nice, so you won't have to pay an arm and a leg for these Venomized skins. I think it's also really nice to hear that, because it probably means that not all Venomized skins that we'll be releasing in this upcoming season will be of the legendary rarity. There will be some that are 1,600 units instead of 2,200 units, which is a very good thing to hear, because it means that some symbiote skins will probably be quite affordable. Now, as far as the skin itself is concerned, I think it looks pretty dang cool. I'm just excited to see what else we're gonna get in terms of Venomized skins, but in general, it's pretty cool to think that this is actually Captain America's 4th epic rarity skin, and overall, this will be his 7th skin, so a pretty nice versatile roster for Cap overall. Of course, we started out with his default look, then we got the recolor Captain AIM America. We then got the Captain Gladiator design, which is pretty dang cool looking. The recently returning to the shop with the 616 Vault Galactic Talent skin. Of course, his one and only legendary rarity skin is the Infinity War variant. And most recently, he was part of the Battle Pass with the Star Spangled style. And now, of course, we also have Captain Clintar. So then, yes, indeed, it's time to talk about the Future Foundation Spider-Man. We are indeed finally going to complete the Future Foundation as it is intended with the release of this new skin later on this week. And I have to say, I really love that the MVP screen actually is kind of shot from his perspective instead of being similar to the ones that we saw for the other members of the Future Foundation. So that is a massive W. I also like that they're kind of teasing the Symbiote Spider-Man skin with this Future Foundation skin, because it does have that built-in emote where you can switch colors between the black and white designs. So I think that that's definitely pretty cool, but please give us a classic Symbiote skin as well with season number 3 when it releases. As far as important additional details for this upcoming skin, I bet you guys didn't know, but this is actually going to be an epic rarity skin, which is kind of surprising. A pleasant surprise indeed, because that means that it will only run you 1,600 units instead of 2,200 units, so that is a massive W. Another thing that I bet you guys didn't know is that this is actually Spidey's 3rd epic skin, and in general, this will make Spidey have 9 skins in total, which means that he is most certainly going to be the first character in the game to reach 10 skins, which is pretty dang cool, but it also kind of makes sense. I mean, Spider-Man is quite arguably the single biggest Marvel character ever made. Now, if you're wondering about his other roster of skins, we did get, of course, the default Spider-Man, then we did get the Chasm variant, or recolor, I should say. We also got the Scarlet Spider redesign. Then we had the Bagman Beyond, or the Bombastic Bagman, as it is titled in the fan community. We then also got the legendary rarity Spider-Man No Way Home design. Of course, the ever-popular advanced suit from Marvel Spider-Man 2.0. Then we got the Spider-Punk, and most recently we got the Spider-Oni, with now, of course, being able to add the Future Foundation Spider-Man to the overall skin count. Let me know which of the 10 designs for Spider-Man in Marvel Rivals is your personal favorite. And finally, I had to go on ahead and take a quick moment and also mention the Blockies. I know you're probably going like, what the heck are Blockies? I don't understand what you're even talking about. But this is actually an action figure company, and they are probably most famous for making like Transformers / Saint Seiya action figures / model kits. Well, it seems like they got the license for Marvel Rivals. They are the first ones to at least debut prototype images of both Spider-Man and Venom in action figure form. So if you're an action figure collector, if you're an action figure enthusiast, this is something to be excited about. These look terrific. Particularly the Venom one looks really freaking cool. I cannot wait to see what they look like once they are painted and we get a bit more details in terms of pricing and the scale of these things. But no matter what, it's just exciting to finally see some actual action figure collectibles based on Marvel Rivals. So this is just another thing that you can be on the lookout for as time goes on. So there you guys have it, an insane update. Season 3 official trailer is here. We know that the symbiotes are on the way. We know that Null is coming. We know that this week we have the Future Foundation Spider-Man to look forward to, as well as our first symbiote, a venomized character in Captain Clintar. Hopefully a lot more exciting stuff awaits for us. If you guys enjoyed today's video, like I mentioned at the top, please don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. I will hopefully see you guys here on the next one. Have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day. Peace out. See y'all later, alligators. Bye-bye, everybody.